The quiet strength of humility. What is humility? Many of us get it wrong. We think humility is being weak, being shy, or putting ourselves down. We think it is saying, I am not good enough, or letting people walk all over us. We think it is for people who have nothing, not for those who have achieved something great. But that is not humility at all. Humility is not thinking less of yourself. It is thinking of yourself less. It is the quiet confidence that does not need to shout. It is the strength that does not need to prove itself to anyone. It is knowing who you are, knowing what you have achieved, but also knowing that you did not get there alone, and that you still have so much more to learn. Think of a tree that stands tall on top of a mountain. The taller it grows, the deeper its roots go down into the earth. If it had no roots, the first strong wind would blow it over. That is humility. It is your roots. It is what holds you steady when success comes, when praise comes, when life gets big. Pride is like a dry, brittle branch. It looks hard, it looks strong, but hit it once and it snaps. Humility is like bamboo. It bends with the wind, it sways with the storm, but it never breaks. History is full of proof that the greatest people who ever lived were also the most humble. Look at Henry Ford. He built an empire that changed the world. He was one of the richest men of his time. But he would walk around his factories every day in overalls, talking to workers, asking, what can we do better? What problems are you having? He never thought, I am the boss, I know everything. He knew wisdom can come from anywhere, from anyone, no matter their position. When people asked him his secret, he said, I am not smarter than everyone else. I just know how to listen, and I know that no one does anything great alone. Look at Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player ever. He won 6 championships, was worshipped by millions, but he never acted like he was better than everyone. When reporters asked how he became so good, he never talked about his talent. He talked about his mistakes, his failures. He said, I am not perfect. I just keep trying to learn. Even Jesus, who taught love and service, showed us what humility means. He did not walk with crowns and servants demanding respect. He walked with the poor, washed the feet of his disciples, treated everyone the same, no matter who they were. He said, whoever wants to be great among you must be a servant. That is the heart of humility. True greatness is not about how high you can climb. It is about how many people you lift up as you climb. Humility opens doors that pride will never even see. When you are humble, people want to help you. People want to work with you. People want to trust you. No one likes arrogance. No one likes someone who brags, who thinks they know everything, who puts others down to make themselves feel big. But humility? Humility draws people to you. If you admit, I don't know, can you teach me? People will run to help you. If you make a mistake and say, I am sorry, I was wrong, people will forgive you and respect you even more. If you succeed and say, this could not have happened without my team, my family, God's help, people will celebrate with you, not envy you. Pride says, I did it all by myself. That is a lie, and everyone knows it. Humility says, I had help, and that is the truth that makes you loved. There is an old story about a young student who went to see a wise master. The student was full of himself, thought he knew everything about life and wisdom. He sat down and talked nonstop, telling the master all his ideas, all his achievements. The master just smiled and poured tea into the student's cup. He poured and poured until the cup was full, and tea spilled over the table, all over the student's clothes. The student jumped up and shouted, Stop! The cup is full. You can't put any more in. The master stopped and said, You are just like this cup. Your head is full of your own ideas, your own pride. How can I teach you anything if you do not first empty your cup? That is humility. Emptying your cup. Knowing that no matter how much you know, there is always more to learn. No matter how far you have come, there is always further to go. Pride stops you from growing. Because once you think you know everything, you stop listening. You stop trying. You stop improving. Humility keeps you growing. Because you are always willing to learn. Always willing to try new things. Always willing to fix your mistakes. Humility is not weakness. It takes so much strength to be humble. It takes strength to admit you are wrong. It takes strength to say, I need help. It takes strength to not brag when you have every right to. It takes strength to treat everyone with respect, even when you have power and they do not. A lion does not need to roar to prove he is a lion, he just is. He walks quiet, he is confident, he knows his strength. That is humility. A small dog barks and barks to get attention. That is pride. Always needing to be seen, always needing praise, always needing to be right. How do we practice humility in our daily lives? It starts small. When someone gives you a compliment, just say thank you. Don't add more stories to make yourself sound better. When you win, give credit to the people who helped you. When you lose, take responsibility for your part. Listen more than you speak. When someone talks, really listen. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Remember where you came from. Remember the days when you had nothing, when people helped you, when you were just starting out. Never forget those days.